Really? These guys. As a man, I've got choices to make. How I use my time is very important to me. Right? Time is of the essence. I only have so much time before I meet my demise. I want to use that time well. So when these fucktards outside are breaking into my car, I'm wondering, what's the best way to handle it? Right? Because I don't want to waste my time. You know, I could go out there and slam their face against the windshield by taking the thief's scruff and face planting him. Right there on the frosty windshield. And then use it like they do with a scraper and just get off all the ice. And the other guy, well, I grab him too, and I also fling him around like a cat. But he's for the snow on the roof. And I tell him, you know, I don't have time for this fuckery. I am a man on a mission. Okay? You're out here and you're breaking into my car. What are you gonna find in there? Some CDs because I'm old school? Right? Do you want the instruction manual to the car because you lost yours? How do you know it's the same model? Right? Or you just see some Frito-Lays in the front seat and you're hungry? I don't have time. I don't have time for the shenanigans. So I'm thinking, well, I could call the cops. Hello? Yeah, 911, yeah. I've got two ridiculous males in their early 20s. I don't know why they're in their early 20s. I mean, if they're breaking into my car, then at least they should be 14 or 15, but they're early 20s. Well, no, ma'am, I know this is an emergency, but I cannot believe the age. This is ridiculous. There are boys, there are men, and then there's a third category, ma'am. And it's the emasculated male. What? I sound like an emasculated male? Okay, well, ma'am, just send the cop. See, I don't want to send the cops over. Because then the guys are going to be like, oh, man, why don't you just relax, dude? We'll leave, dude. Okay? We're just hanging out in the neighborhood and we thought your car was open. Maybe grab some Frito-Lays. Okay, dude? Guys, you have no sense of responsibility. Haven't you read any Jordan Peterson? You gotta get familiar with Jordan. He's gonna tell you about the 12 rules for life. And one of them is to get your room in order. Do you want that bag of Frito-Lays? Yeah, man, we're hungry. You're breaking into my car because you're hungry? Yeah, man. You know, we don't have any money. We just go around and we look to see if the cars are open. We're not breaking the windows or nothing. We're just opening the cars. Because we're hungry, man. You ever been hungry? No. Oh, it sucks. It sucks, man. All right. I can hear that. So, why don't you have any food? Man, 'cause we don't got any jobs. Ain't no jobs now that COVID hit. There ain't no jobs. That's not true. You could work at Kroger. You can't work at Kroger if you got a record. Oh, so you are felons. So this isn't just about Frito-Lays. Man, know this is a fucked up society. Yeah, I know it's a fucked up society. So you can't blame everything on a fucked up society. You gotta find a way to behave in a way it's got integrity. You know, what you're doing right now has no integrity, young man. Oh, shit, man, you sound like my father. You sound like my father. Well, you need to listen to your father. Where is he? Nah, man, he's gone. Well, where'd he go? He's dead, man. Alright. How did he die? This man, that's none of your business. That's none of your business. You want to give me some help, I can take your Frito-Lays and give you some money, whatever. Oh man, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. I can call the cops. We could end this real fast. I can call the cops and you're in jail. And you're going to get another strike on your record, and pretty soon you're going to be in prison because I don't see any improvement coming your way. Unless you get some understanding. I already said you should read some Jordan Peterson. Or maybe watch some of his videos on YouTube. Ah, man. It ain't like that. Oh, what is it like? My dad was an ass. He beat the shit out of me all the time. Alright. So is that why you're out here? Because you don't have any sense of, any respect for authority? Because your dad? Well, maybe. I could be right. But, he was beating me, and he beat my younger brothers. He even beat my friend here whenever my friend would come over. He was beating my mom and my sisters. So, I've been the oldest. Incumbent upon me to do something about it. What did you do? I had to make sure he wasn't going to be beating us anymore, man, if you know what I'm saying. So you do some time for that? Yeah. Yeah, man, I did some time. But you can't even, you're not even 23. I'm 28. 28? You look 20, 21, 22 max. Yeah, well, I'm 28. How much time you spent in prison? Yeah, about 10 years. And now you're out here breaking into my car for Frito-Lays because you had to. Stop your dad. Yeah. So you look at me and you see a fucking loser. But I just trying to protect my mom and my sisters and my brothers. It was incumbent upon me to stop it. So, you think I'm a loser, but I'm really a hero to them. And I understand why I had to go to prison. But I can't get a job. No. I still gotta feed myself. And now you got this COVID shit. It's COVID shit. So who's helping you now? Like you gotta be, I stayed at my mom's place. So she's helping me out. I get to stay there as long as I need to stay there. But does your mom know that you're out here stealing Frito-Lays? So, you think this is bad? You know all the ways I can make money that are a lot worse than this? Do you know that? You thought about that? I'm a forager, man. I'm scavenging, man. But I could be doing a lot worse. I could be doing some really illegal shit. Really illegal shit. But I choose to do some stuff that's not so bad. It's not so bad if you're missing your Frito-Lays, is it? It's not so bad. No, it's not. But that's not the point. The point is that The Frito-Lays doesn't matter to me, but what matters is that you're breaking into cars, and that at some point, someone's gonna call the cops on you and you're gonna be back in jail. So you gotta stop this. Period, man. You gotta stop this. You don't stop this, you're gonna be of no use to anyone. Right now, you can still be of use to your family. Why can't you can teach English. You can teach English to Chinese people online. Man, who the fuck wants to teach English to Chinese people? What the fuck is that? I'm saying that you probably could do that. It wouldn't matter if you had a felony record or did time in prison. They're not going to ask about that. And if they did, maybe you can, fib. It's not a big deal. You shouldn't be disqualified for teaching English to Chinese people just because you had to, stop the abuse in your family. So why don't you consider getting out of this trade, which is pathetic. The only reason you're able to go and steal Frito-Lays is because your mom's paying the rent. Right? Your mom's taking care of you. If your mom's not taking care of you, then you're going to have to make some money. Right? You do not want to be out here wasting people's times and breaking into their cars. You are going to get caught. The word spreads. And you can only, you only got so much of an area to cover. All it takes is a few phone calls to get the cops on your ass. Listen, I can probably help you out if you want to take some responsibility for your life. You were dealt a bad hand. It was not your fault. It was not my fault. That's straight. That's facts. It was not your fault. You can do better. But you gotta get out of the gutter. You gotta get out of the mindset, my friend. Yeah. It's a mindset. It's my fault, man. It's fucked up. But I don't trust people like you. Why? You're too much like my dad. I am nothing like your dad. Yeah, something about you and something about him that don't feel right to me. Why? What is it about me that doesn't feel right to you? I don't know, man. I don't know what. Well, why don't we get to the heart of it? What doesn't feel right about me? I don't know. You just think you know what you're talking about. That's what it is. And you don't even know me, and now you're telling me how to live my life. Like, how the fuck do you know how I should live my fucking life? How do I know? Because you're a fucking mess. You're breaking into cars, stealing Frito-Lays. And you've been in prison, and you're going right back to prison. And maybe what you did to get in prison was understandable. But you're going right back if you don't fucking stop this, man. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. It just takes someone who's got a life that is relatively normal. See, that's the shit right there. Normal. Who's to say what's normal? Because normal, the sense I'm using the word normal, is integrity. You gotta have some integrity with how you're living your life. You don't have integrity. You're living with your mom. She's taking care of the rent, and you're breaking into cars. And then what happens is somebody comes at you with a gun. What are you gonna do then? Get shot? And then you're gonna have to go to the hospital. And then you're gonna have to pay for that. And then you're gonna have to start talking to people about why you got shot. They're gonna wanna know. See, this is not a sustainable lifestyle that you've got here, man. And you're lucky that I'm someone who can work with you, who can understand where you're coming from and possibly help if you want to cooperate. But you gotta cooperate, man. See, this is where you start to control me, because you get like, oh, I know everything, and so I'm gonna control you because I know everything. I don't know. I'm not saying I know anything, man, or everything. For what we're doing now is a billion times better than me calling the cops on you and you going to jail, right? Because I personally think, now that I know your story, that you deserve a second chance, because really, that first chance, that wasn't your fault. No. Actually, it was not my fault, and I did the right thing. Yeah, it sounds like you did. Yeah, you asked my siblings and my mom. And she will tell you, and they will tell you, what I did was the right thing. It was heroic. Man, but I'm not sure that I want to get involved with a guy like you who thinks he knows everything, because you're going to just become abusive. What? What? Why do you associate someone who knows what they're talking about with abuse? Because that's what you fuckers do. You walk around and you're like, I know everything. You're like, I'm a badass. I know this, I know that. I'm gonna pop you if you get out of line. Whap you. I'm gonna be clear to you. Your dad didn't know what he was talking about. If he's walking around thinking that he's got some kind of truth or he's got conviction and then he's beating the shit out of everybody, you can conveniently and safely assume that the guy is full of shit. Because he may think he knows things, but he doesn't know things if he's abusing his wife and his kids. That's all crap. The stuff that you know has to be important. The stuff that you know has to make you live a good life. The stuff that you know has to keep you in integrity. If you don't know any of those things, you don't know shit. You can know how many home runs Hank Aaron hit, and how many home runs Babe Ruth hit, and how many home runs Willie Mays hit. But then if you're going home and you're hitting your wife, no. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your dad had conviction. He had that sense of right and wrong, but it was the wrong sense of right and wrong. It was immature, bullshit, abusive stuff. That doesn't mean that people who have conviction, who know what they're talking about, are abusive. When you really get down to it, the people who know the most know how to treat people right. That's really what it boils down to. If you don't know how to treat people right, then whatever you do know is not important compared to that. He didn't know how to treat you right. And you did know what to do about it. Now, maybe you could have done other things. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't understand the circumstance. You know what, man? You don't understand the circumstance. In that moment, I was the only one strong enough. And in that moment, he was going to take out everybody. So now I got to pay the rest of my life for that. Pay the fact that I was the only one who was big enough to stop that. Okay? So, pardon me, if I do not trust people who think they know what's up all the time, who walk around like a big asshole who's telling everybody what to do because he knows everything. Well, I'm not telling you what to do. Yeah, man, you are telling me what to do. You tell me to stop stealing. Well, fuck yeah. Stop stealing. Yeah, but what do you know? Well, I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you that's going to put you back in prison. I'm telling you got a mark on your record, and it's going to follow you everywhere you go, and all you got to do is slip up once, and you're back in, and your life is over. Because now they're not going to leave you alone. And is that me knowing something? Yeah, that's me knowing something. Is that me being a dick? No, it's not me being a dick. It's not me being abusive. It's me being concerned. Yeah, but one day you're going to become abusive. And if you want me to work with you, I can't trust that. I can't trust that one day you're not going to flip out and be abusive. And do what? And do what abusive people do. What? Yeah, what do? They beat the shit out of you. They beat the shit out of you, man. Do I really look like someone who's going to beat the shit out of you someday? I don't know. I don't know you. See, you got a problem, brother. You have a problem with trust. Yeah, I do. I ain't going to trust someone who just tells me to trust them. I'm not just telling you to trust me. I'm telling you that you got to stop this shit. And if you want to work together, we could work together and I could possibly help you. But why? Why? That's my question. Why you want to help a man like me? Huh? What do you get out of it? What do I get out of it? I know that I'm doing the right thing. I've met somebody who can use my help. I'm a decent human being, unlike your father used to be. I am decent, I got integrity, and I see someone who needs some help, and I don't want them going down the wrong track. I don't want to see you back in prison. But you don't fucking know me, man. I was just breaking into your car 15 minutes ago. Yeah, you were. Yeah, so why do you care about someone who's breaking in your car? I mean, I've been breaking in everybody's cars around here. Why do you care about me? Because it doesn't, now that I know your story, I know your story. All right? So here's how it works, man. I'm a healthy person. I'm a normal person. I'm not an abusive person. A healthy, normal person actually can feel concern about another person when he sees that that other person is unhealthy, is doing stupid, fucked up shit, like breaking into cars. Right? So, you don't understand that a man can actually be concerned about another man. What you are familiar with is a man who just abuses other men. And you associate that with a guy who knows what he's doing is abusive. That's the association. You don't even trust a person's clarity. That's what it goes down to. You're like, oh, I see this guy, he's got his conviction, he's got his clarity, he must be a tyrant. Well, man, let me tell you something. Let me open your eyes to something. If you don't exercise clarity in your own life and take responsibility for your life, you're going to end up back in the slammer. And that is the way it is going to be. That is the fact. So you're saying that you would take me under your wing. I'm 28. You're going to take me under your wing. And you're going to, what, show me? Yeah, man, I'll help you. I'll help you get clarity. You're going to help me get clarity, all right. On what? On what you should do with your life. All right? Because right now you got no idea what you should do with your life. Yeah, I know. See, that's the first step. You got to know. You have to know that you don't know. You got to be clear that you do not have clarity. And you, my friend, do not have clarity. Alright, so what do? I coach. I coach men. You coach men? What? What do you coach men to do? I coach them to wake the fuck up and figure out what they're doing with their lives. You're saying that I just broke in the car of a guy who coaches people like me? Yeah. World works in mysterious ways. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. So that's why you didn't call the cops. Bingo. Because the cops are just gonna throw you in jail. Because I know you've been breaking around in these other cars and possibly houses and garages. I know how the kids your age act. So when do we start, man? And I gotta tell you something. If you pull any of that abusive shit, I am fucking out. You fucking abuse me, I will fucking pop a cap in your ass. I'm not gonna abuse you, man, but if you want, you can bring a baseball bat to the first sessions. Alright, man. I'll work with you. I'll work with you, man. Thank you.